Dinosaurs Vs Aliens is a science fiction graphic novel from 2012 made by Men in Black director Barry Sonnenfeld and comic book writer Grant Morrison. The two had worked together with the company Liquid Comics in publishing this book, which is based around a dying colony of aliens invading a prehistoric Earth for sanctuary, which at this point is being dominated by tribal-like dinosaurs that now have to defend themselves against this otherworldly threat. While on surface level the book seemed like it was going to be some kind of mindless, action-based story about dinosaurs having an all-out war with aliens, there was actually more to it than that. The story, in its first and only volume, had some dark themes that may have probably been explored further, but unfortunately this project was ultimately abandoned. During its time though, it seems like there was an initial attempt to blow this up as its own franchise. Not only was there the first volume of the graphic novel, but there was also a motion comic, an interactive book, and there were even plans to develop a whole movie trilogy based around it. But, according to a more recent post, the project never really came out of the development stage, which is a shame because it seems like it had a lot of potential. The Dinosaurs vs Aliens movie idea would stay dormant for a whole decade, until early July of this year. There's finally been word about it. That's right, after a whole decade without any kind of closure for this series, wondering where it's been or whether or not it's going to make some sort of comeback, we finally get something from it. However, it's probably not in the way you'd expect, because as of right now, they want to bring back Dinosaurs vs Aliens in the form of an NFT project. Nope, that's not a joke. There is more to this, but we'll get to that in a little bit. For now, just to recap, in case you've been living under a rock, NFTs stand for non-fungible tokens and are pieces of digital media that can be sold, collected, and bought on a public database known as the blockchain. NFTs can be really anything. It can be digital art, it can be audio, it can be clips and videos, and as of right now, it seems like there's plans to make a whole movie by the way of NFTs. So according to a couple of articles on the matter, it seems that the way this all came about started last year with Sharad Devarajan, the co-founder of Liquid Comics, which was the company that published the Dinosaurs vs Aliens graphic novel. Devarajan approached Sonnenfeld with the idea of possibly reviving the Dinosaurs vs Aliens movie. But instead of your traditional run-of-the-mill movie, he suggested that they should do it in the one area that is very much hated and ridiculed by a lot of people: NFTs. And it seems like this project is actually happening, and as a Hollywood project too, again according to these articles. Apparently, Devarajan has been in the talks with Dave Broom, a TV producer who is currently the CEO of an NFT entertainment company known as Orange Comet that specializes in creating and releasing art, sports, and other popular IPs through NFTs. I don't think the movie itself is going to be minted as an NFT. I don't think that's how it works. Don't quote me on that. Just from browsing the site, it looks like they offer a multitude of things like art, animation, audio and video clips, digital items, and so on. From my understanding, they're using this to create some kind of story with whatever IP they're working with, which I assume will be the case with Dinosaurs vs Aliens. All we know about that though is that there's going to be an upcoming collection of Dinosaurs vs Aliens NFT content that I think will lead and be connected to the eventual movie. Some of the ones they have under their belt right now are The Walking Dead, Land of the Lost, Stan Lee's Chakraverse, New York Islanders, and so on. Apparently, Broom is hoping to use this platform to eventually create and even acquire original IPs as NFTs. And the reason why this is due to the fact that you are able to open up IPs, both old and new, using this NFT method. Sonnenfeld had voiced his thoughts on this idea, saying, "I love the idea of creating these various NFTs because it gives me a chance to remake this as a new IP." So there you have it. Since everyone is on board with this idea and Orange Comet apparently already having deals with Hollywood studios to make NFTs around these different IPs, it's pretty much confirmed that Dinosaurs vs Aliens is being revived, albeit in a way that seems rather odd. Apparently, the way this is going to work is that Broom is going to revive and develop this idea with a team of NFT holders and then turn the project into a movie. Honestly, I've never understood the hype over NFTs. I just don't get spending that much money on something that doesn't even seem like much. And a lot of people seem to have the same sentiments because NFTs are considered to be problematic and controversial to a lot of people. Not just because of the outrageous prices some of them have gone for in the past, but also because of the amount of energy and power it takes to operate them, which can have a negative impact on the environment. However, I will admit it has been a while since I've last talked about NFTs, and since then I've been hearing that some companies have been making them to be more eco-friendly and affordable. Orange Comet is, I guess, one of those companies. I will say this though, it seems like Broom is actually trying to provide actual content through his use of NFTs, because Orange Comet actually has some examples of high quality NFT clips from different IPs they're working with. I mean, quality in comparison to some of the other NFT garbage we've seen out there, which might not be saying much. Even Broom says it's giving the fans something that feels like a truly bespoke collectible that tells a little bit of a story in that NFT, rather than just looking at some ape that's either bored, hungry, tired, angry, whatever the hell it is. According to the Orange Comet official website, they say they're trying to use NFTs for the sake of telling stories and adventures for their viewers. Which is all fine and dandy, but this is still very conflicting for me. Let's say this was something that was eco-friendly and affordable. There's still a lot of people that really like Dinosaurs Vs Aliens that simply don't have an interest in partaking in anything relating to NFTs. The issue with that is that it limits the audience that initially took an interest in this series and had waited a long time to see if there was going to be anything from it. And it probably sucks for them to get the news that it's making a comeback in the form of NFTs, a platform that is almost universally hated and has a pretty trash reputation. But I am willing to wait to see if the movie will at least be any good. Given the track record of past NFT content though, I don't really have high hopes, but we'll see I guess. Until then, Orange Comet is planning to release the first Dinosaurs vs Aliens drop in November, so we shall see what comes after that. But what are your thoughts on this? I am genuinely curious as to what everyone else thinks of this, because at this point I'm just very conflicted. On the one hand, it would be cool to see more Dinosaurs vs Aliens content. On the other, I really wish it was under a different platform or circumstance. I don't really like the idea of it being an NFT just because of the track record they've had. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's something about NFTs that's changed. I don't know. To me, it doesn't look like it. It seems like people still really hate it. But that's pretty much all I have to say for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please, have a nice day.